Hello everyone, my name is Raja Shah. I am Senior Vice President and Industry Head for Infosys APAC. It's a pleasure to have Suresh Sundararajan with us. Suresh is Managing Director at Olam International and we are here in the beautiful city of Melbourne for our APAC Confluence 2020. I saw Olam is going great with its growth and you are at the cusp of adopting digital transformation across your value chain. Do you want to throw some light as to how digital is one disrupting the traditional business model, but more importantly in the entire food supply chain, how it's changing the game for you?
Sure. Actually, for us, transformation is very important because it's very closely linked to our corporate purpose. As you know, we are in agricultural supply chain, and Olam's corporate purpose is to reimagine global agriculture and food systems. And we very passionately believe that technology can transform the agricultural supply chain, benefiting smallholder farmers and our customers both tremendously. And as you would know, without technology, smallholder agriculture cannot be changed in a way, and if we don't change, it will be a massive problem for food production around the world. And we believe by solving problems using technology, it can provide an engine of growth for countries like India, which is based on agriculture, and it can help in food security as well as improve the income of the farmers. And we focus this basically looking at two ends of the supply chain, first mile, last mile. And we believe that we can disrupt both first mile and last mile using technology. And for example, in the first mile, we want to use technology to digitize our engagement with farmers, create some kind of a marketplace for farmers, bring some kind of a transparency in the supply chain, which helps in farmers getting a holistic service from a company like Olam and thereby increasing their livelihood and their income levels. Similarly, at the other end of the supply chain, as you would know, so much focus on traceability and sustainability, and people want to know where the food is coming from, how is that food processed, how is it packed, whether you have a cup of coffee at Starbucks or a bar of chocolate from Nestle, you want to know where it is coming from. And we are in the best position to solve that problem as well. So again, we are leveraging our technology and the presence in the farm gate to provide these solutions to customers. If you want to buy a bar of chocolate tomorrow and want to know exactly from which farmers the cocoa came from, and you want to know whether the farmers have been paid fair price, and you want to know the supply chain meets certain standards, Olam is a company that can provide all these solutions. So we see a lot of opportunities at the first mile and the last mile. But it's a big challenge because, as you would know, infrastructure is very poor in the first mile. Connectivity is very poor. Ownership of smartphones is very poor. But so we are trying to work with partners in the ecosystem to see how we can engage digitally with farmers, use that and provide sustainability and traceability solutions to customers.
Thank you, Suresh, for sharing that experience. We are proud of our partnership with Olam. You did mention a very interesting point as to how Olam is proactively reaching the far end of the farmers and digitizing the broader experience. How do you go about doing the similar experience when you have to educate around the use of some of the digital aspects of the value chain to the farmers?
It's a very, very good question, because the farmers generally are wary of large companies. And always think the company is probably out to exploit the farmers. It's not easy to gain the trust of the farmers. One thing that helps a company like Olam is we have been in this business for 30 years and have direct or indirect connect with approximately 4.7 million farmers across the world, and we have been working very closely with them. So we are trying to sort of create a community where we can share best practices. For example, Infosys helped with this on the Olam Farmer Information System. Today we have approximately 500,000 farmers on that platform. We gather rich information about the farmers, the area they own, the crops they cultivate, the infrastructure present in that place, the community systems, education, everything we get. And basis that we provide advice back to the farmers, and that's very powerful. So these community programs in essence helps to improve a farmer's life. And when our customers see that, they're also excited and they want to partner with Olam so that they can use our platform to reach out to the farmers or to create an impact to the farmers.
Fantastic. The pace of change in technology is like never before. Especially I know Olam has embarked on using blockchain, and you're looking at how IoT explosion could be used for better yield. Can you throw some light as to what's the journey ahead when you are looking at further digitization around use of these advanced technologies?
Yeah, so I think one of the biggest objectives, a lofty objective Olam has, is how we can create a global platform for farmers, where a farmer can come to one app or one platform and get all his or her needs fulfilled, right from selling his or her produce, buying inputs, getting financing, getting advice on crop calendar, what to crop, when to crop, crop advice, everything in a holistic way. Imagine you wake up in the morning as a farmer and there is nothing you have to do but just go to the Olam app, open the app. It can tell you everything from what is today's weather, is there a problem on a patch of land that you have, even if it is just 1 acre, and what do you need to do with the problem on that patch, and if you're going to plan a crop, what should you plant, maize or rice or wheat, and which markets you should sell into. If you want a crop loan, how you can get a better loan at a cheaper financing cost. So we want to provide a holistic service to smallholder farmers in Asia, in South America, in Central America, and in Africa, because we believe the future of agriculture is based on smallholder farming. You and me can have a plate of rice or bread, but if we think from where that is coming from, and those farmers are suffering to meet both ends meet, and they cannot continue that farming if we don't solve the problems, it's a big imperative for a company like Olam to get into technology. So we hope that we will create a platform. You can imagine it's a farm book, like Facebook is a platform, right? Imagine it's a farm book that Olam ended up creating, where you have millions of farmers around the world coming onto the platform to get all their advices, to sell their produce and benefit from that. That's, I think, is a big goal that we have taken, and we are embarking in that journey. And in that process, we will use whatever technology, whether it's blockchain or whatever comes by, to see how we can leverage the technology to pick up pace in our objective.
Fantastic. Thank you again, Suresh, for coming over and attending our flagship APAC event.
Thank you, Raja. Thanks for having me here. Thank you.